It's me, Empire. We just gonna get right in. I'm tired, you know the usual, blah blah blah. So Cookie is telling Lucious or Dwight or whomever this young man is some prison tales. Oh no, rest in peace to this whole dead rabbit. So she's telling about this girl named Pound Cake that came in. She was watching Lucious on BET, and you know, the channel turned, you know, the Pound Cake came in and had them change the channel. She was like, hey, I was watching that. Pound Cake's like, girl, don't nobody care what you was watching. They got into this fight. Pound Cake cut her hand. Just, you know, she put her hand up and sliced her hand just very slightly, not too much. I mean, still alarming, but still not too much. And, you know, she didn't want Lucious to see her with the bruise and the cut and the carrying on. Lucious came down to the jailhouse, saw the bruise, saw the cut, alarmed, you know, what's happening, what's going on. And in that scene, I was confused. I was VV confused because VV is very, because he seemed to be genuinely concerned. Like, what's going on with her face? What's wrong? You know, we got to figure this out. And then all of a sudden, it just was canceled. And I'm like, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. So he worried about her face and all of that. And then, you know, she says that, or they discuss how Jamal wanted to come for his birthday, come visit his mama. And Cookie said, no, you know, jail ain't no place for a little boy to spend his birthday, blah, blah, blah. But then Lucious ended up bringing back Jamal. And it was that scene from, you know, the first season where, remember when Cookie and Jamal met up at the jail and Lucious didn't come. Like, he sat out in the waiting room, but he didn't go back there. And Cookie was giving you, you know, you're different. Your mama knows you're different. You know, it's going to make things a little tougher, but you're all right. You know, that the whole, you know, I know you gay, but, you know, love you anyway spiel. So, anyway, it led up to that moment. And Lucious just never came back to see Cookie. And apparently, I guess Jamal and Andre and Hakeem never did either. Okay, why are we stopped? Like, that was just the end of everybody visiting Cookie in jail? Anyway. Where's my notes, God? Give me my notes. So, this is the old notes. Where's my... Okay. Why are we stopped? Fortunately, I got 30 minutes to be at work, and I'm at, you know, I'm generally 25-ish, 20 to 25 minutes out, so. Moving along, Dwight apologizes for Lucious's behavior and is giving, you know, whatever he did, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to be a better man than he was, you know, to you, and blah, blah, blah. And then they decide to take Dwight to Empire as Lucious. And what I don't understand, because they've decided they're going to have this whole big, you know, fight to the death thing that they're doing on Star as well. And I'm just like, why are we recycling storylines back to back like this? Why? Like, okay, if they did this, you know, in Empire's second season and then turned around and did it on Star, maybe we would have forgot. But they're doing the same thing on the same network with the same writer. So they're doing a fight to the death to figure out who's going to be the alpha album for the Empire 20 for 20, blah, 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 da, 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 da. And the alpha is obviously the first album to drop, you know, for the 20 for 20 or whatever. Now, what I don't understand is why when we had all of these, you know, lineups that you getting one album, you getting 5 albums, this and the other for the 20 for 20, they didn't already have an alpha. Oh, yeah, they did. They had Hakeem. Why would you establish Hakeem to be the alpha when you know he's trifling and his music ain't that good? That's the question I want to know. I also want to know why this vehicle, when we're in a 55, has me driving a healthy 40. I'm going to need you to get it up that 15 more miles an hour. Anyway, yeah, Hakeem's record, he was up there rapping it and acting a fool. Don't nobody care. It was bad. And it's not suitable to be the alpha, so now we're having a competition. Okay, another thing I don't understand is, you know that Lucious ain't really in there. Or he hasn't exhibited that he's there. Because I'm still not sure. I don't know where we're going with this. But you know that Dwight is different from... I'm sorry, I got this extra squinty eye. The sun is just right here. She's just right here, beaming on the one eye, and I'm just... anyway. Yeah, you know Lucious ain't Lucious right now. So bringing him to the 20 for 20 fight for the death battle showcase, you know, Vogue Ball, you know, Boogie Down. Okay, that's fine if you want to bring him, cool. If he wants to participate, cool, but you cannot be mad at him, Cookie, Laretha, for not acting like Lucious, because he's not Lucious right now. So that didn't really make a lot of sense to me. Moving swiftly and professionally, as Justin J says, we get over to the Dubois. They're having dinner. Honestly, between Queen Sugar and Empire, the last name Dubois is just draining for me. But we get over there, they have a dinner, you know, Claire Huxtable Dubois and Angelo K. Diggs Dubois and Terrell Carter Huxtable Dubois. They all sitting there together. And Terrell is giving the report, you know, Lucious doesn't have memory, he's having migraines and, you know, this, that, and the other in his brain. It's just mush right now. And Claire Huxtable Dubois is like, yes, wonderful, excellent job, so happy to hear, proud of you. And Angelo is over there giving, you know, you a hoe. You rock, you know, 3 different freaks after every show. And I'm just like, what is your issue? Like, okay, I understand you may have an issue with the Lions. Fine, cool. What is your issue with your nephew or your cousin or your brother, whoever this boy is? What's the problem with this particular young man? I don't know. I just don't know, nor have I the time for it. Anyway, so we're at the showcase. I think this wasn't even the showcase. This was when Hakeem was performing the song that we decided that don't nobody want to hear. He had on, now mind you, Hakeem is getting more and more homosexual, okay? Mama is giving zest every episode. Like, I'm just like, you know, but she's giving all that zest and all of that flavor. And she had on these shoulder pads, these broad shoulder pads, giving you Powerline, a very goofy movie realness. And I'm just like, okay, but Powerline could do that because he was Powerline and he was, you know, legendary. Because when we look into each other's eyes, you know, that's not the key. I don't know what that was. But when we look into each other's eyes, you know, Powerline was legendary. Hakeem Lane, you're not Powerline, so I don't know. Are you seeing things eye to eye? Like, what? These shoulder pads, sis. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I just don't, I ain't know. I wasn't sure, but I was tired. That's what I do know. While they're doing all of that, you know, Powerline appearance, you know, lookingness, Andre basically lies on Lucy Dwight and says, yeah, you had this really excellent idea that we would have a battle, a fight to the death, blah, blah, blah. And that's how the whole situation came about, you know, everybody's gonna audition and see who's gonna be the alpha. Andre just straight up lied on his daddy. And Becky was like, you know, you always have these wonderful ideas. And Andre was like, yeah, he had this idea. And Becky was like, Lucious, that is so genius. Dwight was just sitting there like, okay, I don't know, but okay. And when they asked Lucious what he thought about Hakeem's song, he was like, you know, I didn't like the content, but, you know, the passion that young man put into the song, he was so passionate. I was like, this sounds like my mama. Don't want to say nothing, you know, bad about it, just trying to find that good thing. Oh, yes, so much passion. Yes, passion. He felt and believed what he was saying. What else? Okay, so let's get to the showcase, you know, whatever this is. Tiana comes in with these Mary J. Blige boots, and she's giving, you know, high ponytail and booty popping, and didn't impress me. She got over on the table and was, you know, by the table with the judges and was booty popping, and Lucious was like, what's going on? It was just a lot going on. I didn't really care about it. Swooping on and moving forward. Tori, she got up there, she got the mic, she was getting ready to let the girls have it. Cookie said, I understand that you really want to do this, but I have to let you know that a white girl cannot be the first one out the gate. I'm so sorry. She's just not going to be able to happen. It's canceled. And so Tori had to walk on off the stage. And that's going to come back again in a little bit. Do you see that my spirit just got troubled? Just trouble in my way. I have to cry sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and just get this out the way. Nyca and this wig, this backwards, upside down, inside out half wig has drained me to capacity. I just don't have any more energy in me. Now moving. They're trying to figure out the baby's first birthday party. It's supposed to be a princess and, you know, the artist formerly known as Prince birthday extravaganza. This baby does not care. Why are we having all of this, you know, grandiose when the baby is just turning 1 and she just doesn't. She was at the party like, okay, my grandma was clapping my hands together, so I guess I'm clapping now. Like, she didn't care. Secondly, that was not the same Bella that we've been seeing. Whose little boy was that? Whose baby was that? That was not the very same, but okay. Anyway, moving along, back at the showcase. Oh, I forgot to mention, Angelo Dubois popped up on Nyca and her wig on the street, blah, blah, blah. Back at the showcase, this young man got up there, and he was, you know, he had won the most Grammys on the Empire label, and I'm like, Lucious ain't won the most Grammys, but this little boy did? Okay, he won 3 Grammys. And he basically got up there and was giving, you know, pitchiness. I was not impressed. No disrespect to the young boy, because he sang better than me, but it was a little just, I wasn't sure. I don't know what is, but it was that. And so the boy was up there, he was singing, and Lucious was like, oh, I feel this just aura on you. Oh, are you in pain? And the boy's like, yes, I'm in pain. My brother was shot up a few days ago, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, is he okay? We're not sure if he's going to make it. Lucious, after Cookie was like, I think you are the alpha, blah, blah, blah. Lucious was like, I just think you really need to go home and be with your family in this difficult time, blah, blah, blah. And Cookie's like, girl, that was him. What do you, like, that was him right there. That's the alpha right there. Like, what the problem is? What the problem is? Why you ain't select that? That was the alpha right there. Like, she really got into upsetness. That was giving very much, Lucy, it's too much. And Lucious was like, I've seen you being unnecessarily mean to people all day and blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, I was just being you. And I'm like, no, Cookie, because you've been acting like that the whole time. Like, okay, yes, maybe Lucious used to act like that too, but both of y'all was acting like that, and both of y'all was on my nerves. So you can't blame your, okay, why is you stopping in the curve? That's a Cookie. This behavior is not new. This is not, you know, extra harsh, you know, unseen behavior. This is just regular old Cookie. So for her to have said, I'm just acting like you because you're not able to act like yourself, or whatever she was saying, it's just false. It's just incorrect, and I won't be having it. Scooching. What I don't understand also is, if Lucious is seeing these auras, he's clairvoyant now, he's got, you know, the spirit. Why you ain't just read Cookie's spirit and be like, you know, pain? But he told her, you know, she was trying to work through some issues and blah, blah, blah. So I guess he kind of did. Jamal is in there with Tori Hash Brown all over again. We trying to do the song. She's trying to sell it. Let's do a song, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I want to do a song. This all love songs. And she's like, okay, well, you know, love is addicting like a drug. And so we can talk about drugs and love. And I didn't care. And they try to do a little, you know, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough reference. And it's just canceled. It's canceled. No. Because there's nothing you could do that could give off an ain't no mountain high enough vibe. There's nothing. But anyway, they singing this little song. Tori's, you know, giving it something she can feel. And all in all, what was strange to me is, Jamal I just don't feel it. I'm just, this new revision and the words, I just don't feel it. And he over at the house, and Warren is like, maybe it's the part about the, you know, the smudged eyeliner and the red lipstick, blah, blah, blah. But you got a lesbian on the song with you. Let the lesbian sing the part about the eyeliner and the lipstick. Like, what is we doing here? I just don't identify with this song because, I just don't understand. Girl, y'all is gay. Let the gay girl sing about the girls and you sing about, you know, niggas. Like, let the lesbian do lesbian things and let the homosexual man do homosexual man things. I just didn't understand why I just don't feel it. I just don't love the song. It's not passionate. I'm just in, drama. I'm like, shut up, Jamal. Shut up and he's draining me. Moving along, scooching. Somebody sent Andre some flowers. She looked, Lucifer, what's the boy name? Lucious Dwight comes on in the room, sees the flowers. This crimson, this bright crimson. It's the same aura I see burning all over you. What's going on? Are you okay? And blah, blah, blah. Eventually they get to telling, you know, Lucious about how Rhonda was dead. Andre snapped on Nyca, was about to murder her just right where she stood. Because a lot of the girls have forgotten, but I have not. Nyca pushed that girl over the balcony for just smooth no reason. Lee Daniels, Nyca lost her mind. She was driving a taxi cab with a little Hispanic girlfriend. She pushed this woman off the balcony. There was no reason for any of it, no explanation, nothing. It just happened. Okay. All right, we're just gonna scooch because I don't have all day, nor have I all night. Let me see. What's next? Okay, let's just do the birthday party. At Bella's birthday party, it's, you know, Princess and artist formerly known as Prince. Hakeem just was very in his element, wearing these fringes and dangles and you know, high fashions. Jamal had on this wig. Cookie looked great. You know, that little wig she had on the Prince ensemble. It was cute. It was really cute. And the baby looked like she was just bored and sick of it. Like I was. They did this long rendition of Let's Go Crazy. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that to a Prince song? a good one. I mean, all of his songs were good, but that's one of the ones that everybody, when you hear it, you know, as soon as you hear the Dearly Beloveds, you're just like, oh, this is my cut. When the elevator tries to break you down, go crazy, push the high, like, you be really in, like, I'm not going, like, and you have Hakeem of all people, like, do you hear the distress? Hakeem doing Let's Go Crazy. Okay, and Jamal. I'm tired. I'm so drained with this. I'm drained with this car who decided to cut me off as well. What are you doing? I'm sick of it. You're a terrible driver. Moving on, they do all of that. Nyca serves some papers. She's suing, you know, for full custody of the baby, blah, blah, blah. And Angelo is her lawyer. Andre, ooh, all that screaming done wore me out. Andre goes outside and sees Tiana Paris out there. She sent the flowers because she read up on his file, learned that this, you know, is the anniversary of his wife's death, blah, blah, blah. And now he wants to go and you know, canoodle with her. Like, comment, subscribe, everything, all that, YouTubers, blah. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Finna do star.